my second week on retention, and I'm out here touring with the trains and stuff like that. And yeah, man, I haven't been on 2 weeks in almost a couple years now, and I completely remember the night, day two actually. I was having crazy urges to go ahead and release, but I did not end up doing that. And I said to myself in my sleep, I was hoping when I was going to overcome my soul. I was going to overcome that urge. And also, I'm overcoming social anxiety as well. As I'm being just the camera here. Yeah, like I said, I have not made it on 2 weeks in a while, and the amount of things that just has been happening has been great. My confidence has been really, really good, and this is something that I knew I should be doing in the first place. I am someone who is really trying to go ahead and master the mind, and that's just a huge thing with retention. It's not about the woman attraction, it's not about all the other things, it's about having self mastery. It's about mastering your mind. And if you're able to go ahead and master your mind and being able to go ahead and control your urges and being able to go ahead and use that energy to go ahead and overcome fears, you're just gonna end up becoming really unstoppable mentally. And that is something I've been doing. I have been really trying to overcome my social anxiety with retention. There's no way you could be doing a retention and you're just chilling at the crib. I remember when I first did this, I remember, or my longest streak was actually 30 days. And I remember during that time, I believe that was, yeah, during where I was really isolated. So the only thing I would do was go to the gym. I wasn't in school at that time. It was the year after I graduated. During a year, I was isolated. I was just watching YouTube videos. I was watching Fresh and Fit podcasts, watching Red Pill, the Black Pill, the self improvement. When Hamza was pinking on YouTube, I was watching all of that stuff. But yeah, man. The sun's beautiful, man. It's beautiful. I don't know if you could really see it, but yeah, it's beautiful out here. And when you just really go ahead and just get a chance to go ahead and master your mind, you just get to go ahead and enjoy life more. Like, this is beautiful. Go ahead and just seeing the clouds, the sun, the grass, the plants here. It's all amazing, man. And that is something that you just get to go ahead and enjoy on retention. Something that just really helped me out on this streak. I was going, so my first couple of days on this retention streak, I shouldn't even call it a streak, man. Just having that philosophy around it just ruins the whole entire point. I'll go in more into that later. But the first couple of days, I had crazy urges through the roof. And I did something completely stupid. And I do not encourage you to go ahead and do this. And some dudes are probably just gonna end up relapsing. But yeah, on day two, I believe, I went onto the sites. And I was just scrolling on there. But I had a sense of consciousness, bro. I was going through the sites and realizing, why was I even slapping my stuff to this in the first place? Why was I indulging in this? This is not even that special. I can't imagine being off to some other guy going crazy with a girl that I want to go ahead and go crazy with. That just doesn't make sense. And it doesn't make sense seeing so many other guys as mates. Or you think about our ancestors back during this primal times. The amount of you seen like Jordan Peterson podcast? I don't believe it's a podcast, like Chris Williamson. So many guys, the amount of different girls that you see, the amount of different guys' meets that you see is just crazy. Even like, I think I even heard off a podcast one time. Even kings, like major kings, did not see the amount of things that is available to you on the hub. That is absolutely crazy. And what's even more crazy, just thinking about it, and it should be crazy to you. You should not be being off to some other guy going crazy with a girl. Like I think about the guy that's doing the deed on the screen. Like he thinks he's like better than you, bro. Like realistically, he thinks like, man, like I got all these simps, I got all these cucks watching me go ahead and go crazy with this girl. I got all these low life people watching me go ahead and go crazy with these people, which not, by the way. But a lot of these people, like the guys filming those videos, like, man, I'm going crazy with this girl, and and the guys viewing the video, like actually imagines going crazy with the girl, but they can't. They can't. It's probably hard to go ahead and socialize with girls because the certain type of girls that they're being off to on these sites are the same exact girls that you actually your type, and the girls that you actually find your type probably find it much more difficult to go ahead and talk with those girls. And since it's way much more difficult to go ahead and talk to those girls, you just don't end up doing it. You just end up going back onto the sites. A lot of the niches on there are so stupid. If you get into submissive niches too, it's so bad. No one's winning doing that. No one's winning on those sites. The consumers and the producers. I mean, of course they're getting money, but they're selling their soul to go ahead and get some money. The only thing they're known for is their meat. The only thing they're known for is their body. Like that is the only thing that they're useful for. It's like watching these music videos sometimes. You think like the Dominican, some of the Dominican Republic music videos, or the Miami ones, the rap videos, and you get all the girls shaking all their behind on the screen, and you just sit there and just think like, is this all this girl is worth? That, and I don't know. I'm kind of going out with this, man, but is it like realistic? Is that all that girl is worth? This sexual value? Is that girls who you want to go ahead and be with? You need to go ahead and have some sense of respect for women. I know that might sound kind of crazy because you probably do respect women already, but if you truly like respect that girl, the girls that you actually like, you wouldn't be being off to them on your phone screen, right? Like this happens like for me, like my mom's black, and I just can't slap my stuff to black women on my screen. It's just disrespectful. I just can't go ahead and do that. And you just need to have some sense of respect for women. I know that the black pill, red pill stuff out there, the simp. I'm not telling you to go in and simp. Just have some respect, have some values for yourself, man. And don't let these people on these sites go ahead and just control you, because the thing with the sites as well is that you don't even have to be on the sites, and you could go ahead and just recall scenes from those sites, especially if you're a virgin like myself. I don't have any sexual experience with a girl, and yeah, those are only things I pops up to my mind, and those scenes are still stuck in my mind to this day. And yeah, it has a long-term effect on you. That's why I say it's not you versus you. I mean, it kind of is, but it's you versus sites. It's you versus a whole entire company, pretty much, when you're stopping your meat by yourself with no screens, it's kind of like you versus you. Like, you made that decision to go ahead and indulge in you giving yourself that pleasure. But if you're like have urges, if you're addicted to the sites and you're just like, you have the whole entire company, you have the whole entire algorithm. It it's you versus your favorite site actor, pretty much. But it's still a you versus you thing. But it's not a you versus you thing. But it still is a you versus you thing. It's not as you versus you if you were doing it just completely by yourself. But yeah, this is my. I haven't been on 2 weeks, and who knows how long. And I don't end up, and I don't plan on I don't plan on releasing anytime soon. Um, at least not on the sites. Or if I find a girl, cool, right, all right. But the good things that have been happening for me, just self mastering my mind, bro. In terms of my confidence of playing basketball, I have a huge fire. Like, I'm getting the eye of the tiger. And I remember when I was first going at that gym, probably about like a year ago. Uh, Last week, some dude, like, I hooped against this guy all the time. Um, he would say, like, dudes want to pass you the ball because you were bricking. But now, man, my confidence, my game is actually getting really, really good. And it's at the point where I know it should be at. I'm doing the stuff I should be doing. I'm having more confidence in my game. I'm playing my style. And I have not been able to do that ever, realistically. And people, like, I just feel more of a hunger to go ahead and just be great. And I'm just doing that. Mentally, man, been it's been absolutely amazing, man. I've been hitting PRs in the gym, and it's not just because of retention. The true thing about retention is the self master, because if you're able to go ahead and master yourself, you're able to go ahead and do great things. So when you're on retention, you want to give, like, if you gotta go ahead and control your urges for at least a couple weeks. Then you have to go ahead and tackle other things. So if you got 8+ hours of screen time on your phone, okay, 6+ hours on your screen time on your phone, okay, let's go ahead and stop using our phone less. Let's stop going ahead and start going ahead and listening to less music. Maybe because you're listening to a lot of music, we should go ahead and stop doing that. If you're smoking stuff like that, let's go ahead and tackle that next. Semen retention is not just about going ahead and just controlling your nut. It's about going ahead and mastering yourself. And if you have that sense of mastering yourself, that is great. And if you're able to go ahead and put yourself more into environments of mastering yourself, or just take certain types of steps to go ahead and master yourself, it doesn't have to be retention. Again, there are still people who have successful. There's still people successful who are not on retention, and that should not be groundbreaking. There's people that are still able to go ahead and get girls that watch the hub a lot. I know plenty of dudes who are able to go ahead and do that. But you just have to do what you know you have to go ahead and do that. Like, that subconscious feeling that you have of knowing what you should be able to go ahead and do, which you should be doing. Once you start going and doing those things, your life just completely changes. And you know the things you should be doing. If you know you need to be practicing retention, do that. If you know you need to be lowering down your screen time, go ahead and do that. If you know you need to be meditating, go ahead and do that. Do the things that the subconscious mind tells you, or those random things the subconscious mind tells you, because everything the subconscious mind does tell you, sometimes you should not be doing it. But yeah, man, yeah, 15 minutes on the retention video. Peace.